Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews. Look, we got a damn bottle with a cork and a cage on it. This is Troegs LaGrave Tripel Golden Ale, bottle condition, an 8%er. This was sent to me by Dave and Danny, and as you can see, it is sweating profusely. I had to turn the air conditioner off. It sounds like a jet running back there, and you can't hardly hear me when that thing's on and running. I'm a big fan of Troegs beers. I like a lot of the stuff they do. Their nugget nectar is awesome. Uh, the only thing that I can really fuss about is an 8%er, so it's not going to go bad quick. But it doesn't have any dating on it, I can tell. We'll revisit once we come back and do the final chug. But being a bottle that's corked and caged like this, you would think they would have something on the label. But it may be stamped on the bottle somewhere, and I can't see it when it's sweating like this. So let's get on with this one. The commercial description on this one, inspired by nature's untamed beauty, LaGrave, pronounced LaGrave, is our first of 12.7 ounce corked and caged bottle releases. Bottle conditioned and highly carbonated, this triple golden ale is steeped in the tradition of strong ales originally brewed in Belgium. The unique Belgian yeast forms the bedrock of LaGrave's complex flavors, strong and alluring at 8% ABV. LaGrave boasts a sweet, fruity flavor with a well-rounded mouthfeel and semi-dry, lingering bitter finish. Easy for me to say. Alright, over to the food pairings. Food pairings for this beer. Cuisine is Mediterranean. Cheeses are sharp blue cheddar and your more pungent cheeses. The meat is pork and poultry, glassware snifter, gobbler and chalice. I got the double glass, and like I said, this is an 8%er, so it can be cellared for quite a while, I would think. Don't have the IBUs on this, so, and it's not written on the label anywhere that I've seen. So see if we can get the cage and the cork out of this thing with my little feeble hands. I have to get the pliers out. Now it's bottle conditioned, so it's been working in the bottle since they put it in there. Hope it don't spew all over the place. We should get a good pop from this one. Oh yeah, nice pop. A little bit of smoke. We're not going to pour this too aggressive because a lot of these Belgians really produce a monster head. And pouring it very carefully, as you can see, we got us a good 2 fingers of head there anyway. Very good looking beer in the glass. Looks very much like a Belgian. Kind of cloudy. A nice tangerine color. I can't see the light through there. I can see there is light, but I cannot see the bulb. So, very typical of a Belgian ale, especially a bottle conditioned version. Let's get a nose on it. Definitely getting the Belgian yeast. I love that smell. I mean, the grapefruit and the pineapple really, and a little bit of banana in there. Of course, I'm getting some cloves and coriander. Got a nice sweet smell to it, and probably got some candied sugar in there. It's not overpowering in the Belgian smell, because I've had, matter of fact, the one we did yesterday, the one from Alma Gang, had a stronger smell than this one does. But it does have a little sweeter smell to it, so this is 8% where that one was 6%. Not getting the alcohol in the nose. Let's give it a taste. See what we got. Cheers, everybody. Cheers to Danny and Dave. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate it. It's a little subdued to me. Still not giving that much of the alcohol at 8%. But the Belgian yeast is not overpowering like a lot of the Belgians, especially to be a triple. Quite effervescent on the tongue. There's a little bit of pears, maybe some apricots in there. Very tasty. Not overpowering in the Belgian style. I was expecting a little bit more from the yeast that I'm getting. But very drinkable for an 8%er. Everything seems to blend very well. Nothing is outstanding more than the other. I'm not getting more yeast or more candied sugar or more fruitiness than I am anything else. I mean, it seems like it's fairly well balanced. I do like a little bit more in the Belgian qualities as far as the yeast goes, but it is what it is. And not knowing how old the beer is could have an effect on that, I'd imagine, but I don't think it's very old. Now that the condensation has gone away from it, there is something written on the side of the bottle in black, but I cannot decipher it. See what happens when I put my glasses on here so I can see anything. Man, it is so hard to see when they write this in a dark brown bottle and black writing on there. I mean, it is almost impossible to read. I don't understand that thinking there. I think they do it intentionally so it gives it a longer shelf life. I really do. But I cannot read what it says. It is that. Here we go. Into the light. It says bottled on 12/12/13. So this beer is 6 months old, which is not going to hurt it being an 8%er and being a triple at 8%. But the Belgian yeast qualities may have gotten a little subdued over this time because we're in almost the middle of June here, and this is done in almost the middle of December. So it's 6 months old, guys. It's that old, but it hasn't hurt as far as the drinkability of the beer for sure, because you could sell this beer for a while. I'm just a little disappointed that the yeast profile is not a little bit stronger than what it is, but it seems to be very balanced. If you're not into the big Belgian yeast taste, this would probably be a good one to get your hands on. Very easy drinking for an 8%. Very well made beer. So let's let it warm up a hair and let the other half taste it, and we'll come back and do the final chug on this one. Looks pretty impressive. I don't understand how you're going to see that date on it with the beer in the bottle. Unless I had to hold it down to the tablet and let the light shine through the back side to even read that on there. But it's on there, so they did make the effort. So let's let it warm up, and I'll be right back and do the final chug. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little bit left. A very tasty beer. For an 8%er, it's very easy drinking, not giving hardly any of the alcohol. I think the Belgian qualities are a little subdued though. I mean, the Belgian yeast, everything is fairly well matched up, but I was expecting more from the Belgian yeast than what I'm getting from this beer. So, final chug. It's very tasty, don't get me wrong, but it's a little subdued. If you're looking for a Belgian triple that doesn't have that overwhelming Belgian taste, this may be the one for you, but it's a little subdued to me. I'm not getting that really strong pineapple, grapefruity Belgian yeast taste that I normally get from those type of beers. So, but all in all, it's pretty balanced. Very easy drinking for an 8%er. A lot of fruitiness in there. A little coriander, a little cloves, some apricots, but it's kind of subdued Belgian for an 8%er. So with that being said, I still think it's a really good beer. It's definitely worth picking up if you can get your hands on it if you're into this style. Got the date on the bottle, but it's very, very, very hard to see. You almost have to pour the beer out to see it on the bottle, and shine some kind of light through the back side to even read it on the bottle like I did. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to give it to 8, which is A-. I was really kind of hoping it would be a little more flavorful than it is, so we get us a 9 beer, but it's just not there to me. So with that being said, let's go see what everybody else thinks. We'll go over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 87 in their very good range. I would not argue with that number at all. I may be a little generous giving it to 8. It may be more of a 7 style to me, but I usually like pretty much everything that Troegs does. And this one being 6 months old, it probably had a little heavier Belgian quality when it was done in December than it does right now. So giving it the benefit of the doubt, I'm going to go ahead and give it the 8. Over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says 95 overall and 96 in the style. So pretty impressive numbers from those guys over there. So like I said, probably just a little tastier when it was fresh, but these styles of beers are going to keep, so kind of disappointed that it didn't have that big, strong Belgian taste to me. So if you've had this one from Troegs, give me some comments back on this one. This is their LaGrave Triple Golden Ale, 8%er. Right tasty, but a little underwhelming. I was expecting a little bit more. So if you've had it, let me know what you think of it, guys. Dave, Danny, thanks for sending it. I do appreciate it. Let's go see what's in the fridge tomorrow, guys. See you then.